Every once in a while, there's a game in the wings that looks promising, but not a ton of people are talking about it, or maybe it was delayed and completely forgotten. So this week we wanted to do more of a PSA and shine a spotlight on a game called Biomutant. We don't know if Biomutant is gonna be good or bad, but it looks interesting, so we thought you might like to learn about it too. Biomutant is being pitched as a kung fu fable with a new take on third-person combat, tons of loot, crafting, creative character customization, open world exploration, and a decision-driven narrative. In short, an open world third-person action RPG with a lot going on. The game is being developed by a studio called Experiment 101, which is made up of about 20 people, including ex-Avalanche Studios developers known for the Just Cause franchise and the 2015 Mad Max game. The game's influences are reportedly Devil May Cry, Ratchet & Clank, and Kung Fu Panda. Throw in a few inadvertent Zelda trappings mixed in with customizable loot via extensive crafting systems, and it's a pretty unique combination, at least on paper. Even at a quick glance, Biomutant's visual style, the fast-paced action, and nods to its breadth of customization is striking. It's ambitious to say the least. It checks all the boxes, but it almost feels too good to be true, almost like it might be setting itself up for a No Man's Sky development arc. However, in its defense, the game has been delayed multiple times as Experiment 101 has worked to polish things up for release. Honestly though, that could also be a bad sign depending on how you want to look at it. Biomutant was originally shown off in 2017, slated to come out in 2018, but it got delayed until 2019. Then it got delayed again, and then silence. People were even afraid that the game was canceled. However, a new trailer popped up over the summer last year, and there was great rejoicing. Shortly after, in an interview with IGN, Biomutant's creative director Stefan Ljungqvist dropped a ton more details about the game, now slated for release on May 25th of this year. Yeah, that's pretty soon. Ljungqvist explained that the game is bigger than any he had ever worked on in the past, and that the hero character featured in all the art for the game is actually just the studio's version of their hero character. Players will have their own unique character based on a number of factors. The first is that players will choose from one of 6 animal factions to align with, which determines a starting DNA strand from which the main character will morph and mutate. Aside from cosmetic appearances like fur patterns that can be changed, your appearance will also change based on what stats and abilities you choose. Players will also be able to pick between classic RPG classes like magic users or strength builds, but with a biomutant twist, which will also affect the way your character looks. Lastly, materials can be collected from around the world to create your own weapons with custom effects or special ammo types. When it comes to gear, you might need to craft warm clothes to navigate a snowy climate, or an oxygen mask to enter dead zones. Progression mechanics will have you learning new techniques from martial arts masters spread around the world, and from the trailers it looks like there are a few traversal mechanics to be acquired as well. As for the game's narrative, the world is ending, the animal factions are divided, and it's up to you to either unite them or bring them down. In the center of Biomutant's world map, there's a giant tree that reflects the status of your dying world. It has 4 giant roots that stretch out to the ends of the map, where you'll find boss encounters, which serve as pretty large objectives for you to overcome, but according to developers, after the first 30 minutes of the game, you can go anywhere you want. If that wasn't enough, there's also mounts, vehicles, and pets in the game. Like we said, it's kind of a lot, but also kind of interesting, right? Even if this game turns out to be a flop, it's really cool to see the developers take such a large swing, which gives it a kind of spectacular failure potential. Meaning, even if large chunks of the game fall flat, there's likely something cool in there somewhere that could be built upon for a sequel or even incorporated by other developers in the future. What do you think? Are you looking forward to Biomutant, or is this a hard pass for you? Let us know in the comments, and if you want us to take some time to spotlight games like this in the future, give us a shout. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll catch you on the next one.